Aaliyah, Rose, Brian, Darren, and Ulysses. Thank you for holding down the fort. Hi,
my smarty tooties. I'm here, back with another crash course, so y'all can get y'all Black History on. Get y'all Black History on. I just woke up from a nap. Makeup is still tea. Period. Today I'm going to be talking about Black cowboys and Black cowgirls. White people don't give us enough credit for the things that we do in America, and races in general don't give Black people credit for the things that we have influenced over many cultures. But today I'm specifically talking about Black people and white people and America and cowboys and cowgirls. This whole idea was inspired by the Cowboy Carter. I low-key should have released this back when she was touring, but if I could speak to touring, I did go to the tour. Beyonce is right. We as Black people are a very crucial part of cattle farming, horse training. Let me restart that, y'all. Black people were a crucial part of the farming industry, the cattle industry. They were horse training, picking cotton, taming horses, doing all of that. And not only that, the phrase cowboys referred specifically to Black men. They called the white men cow hands, but they called the Black boys cowboys. Hey boy, go get that cow. That's what they said. That's literally what they called them. And then now all of a sudden they wanna trademark the term cowboys as if it didn't start out as a racial term towards Black men. This is between like the 1800s and the 1900s. So like 1840s to like 1910s kind of area, you know what I'm saying? Back then, there were way more cowboys than you would think. There were basically 2 slaves to 1 cattle. So if they were to have 40 fucking cows, yeah, that's 80 slaves. That's 80 cowboys and cowgirls. And mind you, the cowgirls were doing the same thing as the cowboys. They were out there training horses, taming them, cleaning up after the shit, doing all of that. They were doing the same thing, getting their hands dirty. And they don't give Black cowgirls enough credit for that either. And they said 1 in 4 cowboys were Black, which is not correct. They would hide all the slaves that they had in the back so that they didn't have to pay taxes on them. So imagine the slaves that we do know of, and the consensus when people would come and count how many slaves you have, because you have to pay taxes on how many slaves that you had. So they would hide them, so one, they didn't have to pay taxes on them, and that they can get more free labor. So imagine the number that they do tell you. Imagine that times 40. Dodge City, Kansas was like the Miami of fucking cattle farming. Like, they was out there getting lit, for real. Like, that is where a lot of the Black cattlemen stayed once they got freed. Just keeping up their business, being great, wonderful, smart business men's and women's. Because we did have Black millionaires. They are not spoken about because they want Black people to think that we never had anything and that we don't need anything because nobody's ever needed it before. That's not the case. We have had many things, we need many things. What really set off the cattle industry for Black people is when all the white people went to go fight in the war, all the Black people had to hold the fort down, you know, and it was a hard job. Picking cotton, that was a farm. We were farmers. We were in the fields. Replace cotton with strawberries. It doesn't change because it's cotton. We were farmers, and they're trying to discredit that from us, and that's not okay. We do need to reclaim America, reconstruct America, literally. Because of our natural inclination to be our best. As Black people, we have the mindset of you have to be twice as good to get half the opportunities. So when we step into these competitions, we're not trying to be better, we're simply trying our best. And people are intimidated by it. So when Black people were starting to participate in rodeos, they would make Black people perform when the show was over, or they would have to wear masks in certain cities because of how racist it was. Black people were kind of forced their way in because people wanted to see them. I know at the end of the day, some people had morals. They just wanted to see the cow get dead. It didn't matter whether it was black or white. Some people, again, we're still talking about slavery. And like, cowboys were very crucial. Like, if it weren't for slaves and our labor, America would not be built. Simple as that. America would not be built. America is built off the backs of Black people. Slavery was 400 years of complete torture and brutalness, but they want us to get the fuck over it. No. But Jewish people can get reparations, but not Black people. Not Black people who were tortured, slaved, raped, broken, torn apart, sold, literally was taught to be half a person. But we're just told to get the fuck over it. I want to go over some really popular cow people. That's what we're gonna call them, some cow people. So first, we're starting out with Bill Picket. I talked about a little bit about him before. Bill Picket created bull dagging, which is essentially taming the horse. He was known that he did that. He got on that horse and he tamed that bitch. Then we have Bass Reeves, who was the original Lone Ranger, who was putting his foot down, stepping on these niggas' necks and putting them in jail. Like, he was really that man. He was the first Black marshal that was out here really stopping crime. They can't take the fact that Black people did created anything. They hate that. They want us to forget about it. And we cannot forget about our history. We cannot forget our Black people. We cannot forget the things that we've done. We cannot forget about the things that we've made. We cannot forget the things that we have influenced. Because if we forget, it'll be like all the suffering and all the hard work that our ancestors have put through was just for the fun of it. Just cause. Like, Black people didn't build this America for us, for Black people to not get to live it to its best ability. There were Black women out there that were doing a damn thing too, and they had the same full responsibilities as men. And there are still cowgirls today that are doing the same thing. They're out there training horses. There are people like Rose Smith, Mary Smith, Tad Lucas, Elizabeth Thorne Scott Flood was the first African American educator. She opened her own public school specifically for Black people, but then started accepting Asian Americans. Now, with all that being said, I want to go over some present day Black rodeo festivities that are around the world. If you would like to include yourself, we have Black Rodeo of America, the Black Cowboy Museum in Texas, Cowgirls of America, which is a all Black female cowgirl industry out here. We have the Bill Picket Foundation, which is a foundation, you know, and there's so many things that you can get involved in. You can walk alongside Texas and see motherfucker on horse. I'm not bullshitting you. You know, like, get out there, get in the motherfucking field, and learn your history. Get your Black on. And that's all I gotta say. I love Black people. I want to go over some popular, some really popular slave. I want to go over some really popular cowboy. I want to go over some really popular cow people. That's what we're gonna call them, some cow people. Back then, Dodge City Candid, and